सबको सादर नमस्ते जी. Today is Monday, June 2nd, 2025. We'll start our session on Sandhya Upaasanaa and Mantra Swadhyaya. हमारे आज के स्पीकर हैं आचार्य वरुण देव जी फ्रॉम आर्य समाज सियाटल. आई विल स्पॉटलाइट हिम. आप सभी लोगों का बहुत बहुत स्वागत है जो हमारे साथ जूम से जुड़े हुए हैं या फिर सोशल मीडिया से कनेक्टेड हैं. नमस्ते आचार्य जी, आपका स्वागत है संध्या एंड मंत्र स्वाध्याय में. आप प्लीज संध्या से स्टार्ट करिए.
नमस्ते जी, धन्यवाद श्री भल्ला जी. सभी को सादर नमस्ते. आइए हम सभी मिलकर सर्वप्रथम मन की सारी सांसारिक गतिविधियों को विराम करें. मन में चल रहे सारे बाह्य कार्यक्रमों को कुछ समय के लिए स्थगित करें, क्योंकि यह समय है अपने भीतर अंतःकरण को पवित्र शुद्ध कर अंतर्मुखी हो जीवन को अध्यात्म की ओर, ईश्वर की ओर मोड़ने का, एक ऐसा आध्यात्मिक परिवर्तन जीवन में लाने का जिसके लिए यह शरीर, जिसके लिए यह मन, इंद्रियां, जिसके लिए यह संसार रचा गया है, और वह है हमारा आध्यात्मिक कल्याण. इसी भाव के साथ ईश्वर के प्रति अत्यंत कृतज्ञता मन में, हृदय में रखते हुए 3 बार लंबा गहरा श्वास लेकर ओम की ध्वनि का उच्चारण करेंगे. संध्या अर्थात ईश्वर का सम्यक यथावत ध्यान बिना किसी बाधा के सुखपूर्वक स्थिर आसन में बैठते हुए, प्राणों को स्थिर करते हुए एवं समस्त चेतना को ईश्वर में ही केंद्रित करते हुए ब्रह्म यज्ञ आरंभ करते हैं. अथ ब्रह्म यज्ञः. ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. ॐ शन्नो देवीरभिष्टय आपो भवन्तु पीतये संयोरभिस्रवन्तु नः. ॐ वाक् वाक्, ॐ प्राणः प्राणः, ॐ चक्षुश्चक्षुः, ॐ श्रोत्रं श्रोत्रम्, ॐ नाभिः, ॐ हृदयम्, ॐ कण्ठः, ॐ शिरः, ॐ बाहुभ्यां यशोबलम्, ॐ करतलकरपृष्ठे, ॐ भूः पुनातु शिरसि, ॐ भुवः पुनातु नेत्रयोः, ॐ स्वः पुनातु कण्ठे, ॐ महः पुनातु हृदये, ॐ जनः पुनातु नाभ्याम् ॐ तपः पुनातु पादयोः ॐ सत्यं पुनातु पुनः शिरसि ॐ खं ब्रह्म पुनातु सर्वत्र ॐ भुः ॐ भुवः ॐ स्वः ॐ महः ॐ जनः ॐ तपः ॐ सत्यम् ॐ ऋतं च सत्यं चाभिद्धात् तपसोऽध्यजायत ततो रात्र्यजायत ततः समुद्रो अर्णवः ॐ समुद्रादर्णवादधी संवत्सरो अजायत अहोरात्राणि विदधद्विश्वस्य मिषतो वशी ॐ सूर्याचन्द्रमसौ धाता यथा पूर्वमकल्पयत् दिवं च पृथिवीं चान्तरिक्षमथो स्वः ॐ शन्नो देवीरभिष्टय आपो भवन्तु पीतये संयोरभिस्रवन्तु नः ॐ प्राचीदिगग्निरधिपतिरसितो रक्षितादित्या ईशवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नम ईशुभ्यो नमएभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान्द्वेष्टियं वयं विष्मस्तं वोजम्भे दद्मः ॐ दक्षिणादिगिन्द्रोऽधिपतिस्थिरश्चिराजीरक्षिता पितर ईशवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नम ईशुभ्यो नमएभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान्द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वोजम्भे दद्मः ॐ प्रतीचीदिग्वरुणोऽधिपतिः प्रीदाकुरक्षितान्नमिषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नम ईशुभ्यो नमएभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान्द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वोजम्भे दद्मः ॐ उदीचीदिक्सोमोऽधिपतिः स्वजो रक्षिता शनिरिषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नम ईशुभ्यो नमएभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान्द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वोजम्भे दद्मः ॐ ध्रुवादिग्विष्णुरधिपतिः कल्माषग्रीवो रक्षिता वीरुधैषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नम ईशुभ्यो नमएभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान्द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वोजम्भे दद्मः ॐ ऊर्ध्वादिग्बृहस्पतिरधिपतिः श्वित्रो रक्षिता वर्षमीषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नम ईशुभ्यो नम एभ्यो अस्तु। योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वोजम्भे दद्मः। ॐ उद्वयं तामसस्परिस्वः पश्यन्त उत्तरम् देवं देवत्रा सूर्यमगन्मज्योतिरुत्तमम्। ॐ उदित्यं जातवेदसं देवं वहन्ति केतवः। दृशे विश्वाय सूर्यम्। ॐ चित्रं देवानामुदगादनीकं चक्षुर्मित्रस्य वरुणस्याग्नेः। आप्राद्या वा पृथिवी अन्तरिक्षं सूर्य आत्मा जगतस्तस्थुषश्च स्वाहा। ॐ तच्चक्षुर्देवहितं पुरस्ताच्छुक्रमुच्चरत्। पश्येम शरदः शतं जीवेम शरदः शतं। शृणुयाम शरदः शतं प्रब्रवाम शरदः शतमदीनाः स्याम शरदः शतम्। भूयश्च शरदः शतात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। हे ईश्वर दयानिधे भवत्कृपयानेन जपोपासनादिकर्मणा धर्मार्थकाममोक्षाणां सद्यः सिद्धिर्भवेन्नः। ॐ नमः शम्भवाय च मयो भवाय च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। एक मिनट। In our Swadhyaya of Aaryabhivinaya Granth, we did Swadhyaya of 48 mantra of Prathama Prakash last time we met. Today we are at mantra Sankhya 49th, and it is Prarthana Vishay, the prayer mantra. Mantra is, again, it is the mantra which contains the spirit of the intimacy with the divine consciousness, the complete reliance and dependence on the Parameshwar. And when we will go more deeper into the meaning of the mantra, we will find out that how this prayer can become for us a prayer, an act of self surrender to the divine. So the mantra is 49th mantra of Prathama Prakash. Om Manovadhirindrama Paradamanaha Priya Bhojanani Pramoshihi Andama Maghavancchakra NIRBHENMAA PAATRAA BHETSAHAJAANUSHAANI. So this mantra is from Rigveda, Ashtak 1st, Adhyay 7, Varg 19th, and Mantra Sankhya is 3rd. Mandal 1st, Sukt 104, and Mantra Sankhya is 8. So first we will go to the Padarth of the mantra, that what does this mantra is basically indicating to us. And whenever we do the Swadhyaya of the mantra, this should be inherent in our awareness that we are making a living contact with the divine consciousness through these mantras. So when we have this inherent bhav while reading or studying the mantra, it will bring a substantial change in our attitude. Then we will not just read in order to get, of course, the curiosity in our intelligence, in our intellect will be there to understand the meaning of the mantra. That is one part, and that is natural. But the another part in us, that part, that is the purpose of Aaryabhivinaya. Kyunki if we will not get to that point where we transcend that intellect domain and we enter into the domain of the bhav, only then we can understand deeply, because bhav is the deeper and profound understanding of the mantras. That is why we can see bhavarth. So when we connect, we can only connect with the mantra with bhavarth. Otherwise, if we will just read it intellectually, then we can relate to us in very, we can say, out external way, but it will not pierce our that veil of ignorance, the veil of our own created wall of ego, until we do the Swadhyaya from within. So this mantra again is to the Indra. And who is Indra? In Satyarth Prakash, Maharshi Dayanand Ji has given the definition of Indra. Of course, everyone know the meaning of Indra is Parameshwariyashali, Prabhu. But we should know also how it was derived. So the derivation, Idi Parameshwarye, Ya Indati Parameshwaryavan Bhavati Saha Indraha Parameshwarah. So महर्षि दयानंद जी कहते हैं सत्यार्थ प्रकाश में, जो अखिल ऐश्वर्य युक्त है, इससे उस परमात्मा का नाम इंद्र है. अखिल ऐश्वर्य युक्त, we have to just think about this word Akhil Aishwarya Yukt. And who can be Akhil Aishwarya Yukt? Completely, perfectly the one who is Aishwaryavan, the one who is infinitely opulent, that is Parmeshwar only. And we can see there are two aspects of Aishwarya also, as we discussed before, I think. The first aspect is the aspect of all these worldly riches. That is one aspect of Aishwarya. All the resources, all the jewels, gold, and all the resources on this in this creation, that is one aspect of Aishwarya. And it includes everything. Even the air, the pure air we breathe is Aishwarya. The fruits, this whole vegetation is Aishwarya. Look at the beauty of these earth, Mother Earth is Aishwarya. Look at the carpets of the grass on the land. That is Aishwarya. So that is all external, and all the means we can have with the help of this money power is also Aishwarya. But we should not confuse it that this is the only Aishwarya in this world. The more vivid, the more sustaining, everlasting Aishwarya is the Aishwarya of the divine qualities, the Aishwarya of divine attributes, the Aishwarya of knowledge, the Aishwarya of Vidya. Because the one who has that richness of knowledge, the whole, everything that kind of person can attain or achieve. So whenever we have to widen our consciousness, our terminology, the sense of terminology when we are using this word Indra. Indra, we should not only limit to the Lord of all the riches of this world, but also all the divine qualities, all the knowledge and all the divine attributes. So Indra, this mantra is, we are addressing in this mantra to Indra Parameshwarya Shali Prabho, Ma Naha Vadha Vadhihi Indraha, which means that, O Supreme Sovereign Prabho, Parameshwarya Shali Prabho, Ma Vadhihi, do not destroy us, and Ma Parada Ma Naha, and Naha, do not, don't cast us away from you. Para da means parityag. Do not leave us alone. Let us always be your favorite. Priya Bhojanani Pramoshihi. Priya Bhojanani, our favorite, nourishing, beloved foods, the pleasant foods, the sattvic foods. Pramoshihi, do not take all that foods away from us. Anda is wombs or unborn offspring. Manaha, do not take or do not take them away or destroy. O Maghavan, the all-wealthy, generous one. Shakra, O the mighty, all-powerful Lord, you do not destroy our unborn offspring. Nirbhet means destroy or tear apart. Ma nah, ma means do not. Asato ma sadgamaya. Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. Mrityor ma amritam gamaya. So do not, nah, our patra, patra means vessels, organs, our instruments, bhet, do not break our instruments or shatter our instruments. Sahajanushani, Sahaj, we all know this word, very familiar with this word. Sahaj means natural, inborn. Anushani, Anushani means that companion. These instruments which are given to us for the use are our Anushani, our companions in this life. A natural inborn companions, associates. Those naturally attached with us since our birth. So we are praying to Indra, to that Parameshwareshali Ishwar, do not destroy us, do not abandon us or separate us from you. Do not take our food away that is nourishing, pleasant to us. And O Maghavan, O all-powerful, mighty Lord, do not destroy our unborn children. O Parameshwar, do not harm our natural instruments, our bodies, our senses, our minds, our intellect. These are the vessels given to us since birth. Let us remain intact, strong, aiding our growth and upliftment. So we can see the structure of the mantra at one look. One can see this mantra is like we are praying in fear, but that is not the question here. The point here is that we are in the first half of the mantra, we can see there are two things we are praying for. Do not abandon us and do not destroy us. And they are both connected together. Because if we are not consciously connected with the divine consciousness, with Parameshwar, with that all blissful and the Lord of all riches, if we are not having this attitude in ourselves, then what will happen? We can see in the Itihas that the people who thought themselves as they have become like all powerful and nothing can sustain in front of them, then they became Asura, they became Rakshas. And we can see like Ravan, Kans, all those Kaurav, Duryodhan, those people, they reached at the culmination of their ego, the culmination of their separation from the divine consciousness, so that they thought they are the only, like Hitler. They thought nothing is there in front of them. But then what happens? Then there is destruction. Then there is catastrophe, because one has missed, one has ignored this rule, this divine rule, that everyone has to submit to the reality, the true reality, and that is that Parameshwar Param Aishwaryashali Parameshwar, that Indra, who is the creator of this universe, who is forever master of this creation, is the only one we should adore. We should do stuti, not of any other. So that is the purpose of this mantra. Very strongly it is put here that if we will not be connected with the supreme consciousness, the mother of this whole creation, then the Parameshwar, that by ourselves we will harm ourselves. How? Because we will separate ourselves from the divine. And that is Mrityu. Ya atmada balada yasya vishwa upasate prashisham yasya chhayamritam mrityuhu yasya mrityuhu. Ki his shelter is the Amrit. And when we are not under his protection, when we are not grateful to Parameshwar, that simply means that we are rejecting, we are neglecting, ignoring the presence of the divine. And that is like most dangerous things in our life. Every day we have, every moment we have to be grateful to the divine. Vishnoho karmani pashyata yato vratani paspashe indrasya yujjeh sakha. We have done the Swadhyaya of this mantra before, in mantra 23rd. That we have to look at the actions of the divine, of that Sarva Vyapak Vishnu, Parameshwar. Why? So that we become one with his law. We follow that law, that vrat, that Satya Vrat. We also move and progress in that divine law, in that divine rule. Because that Parameshwar is our forever, our Sakha, our Hitkari Mitra. So that is the purpose of this mantra. We should not take it negatively, but yes, we have to eliminate the negativities in us so that we does not go far away from the Parameshwar. And then what is the food? This is not just only the food, the physical food we are talking about. We are talking about here the food of what is the food of this, for this physical garb, for this machine? Of course, it is the Anna. And Satvik Anna. But for our mind, the food is the knowledge. We are praying for that pure Satvik food for this physical sheath and also for our mind. And what is the food for our soul? The food of our soul is bhakti, shraddha, vishwas, and stuti and prarthana. So we are basically aspiring to be always have these foods in abundance for us. And then who are those? That is our future generations we are praying for. Because if the future generations, they get alienated from the Sanskriti, from Dharma, from the divine law, divine rule, then what will happen? Then the first line will be applicable on them. So this is all interconnected. So we are praying for them that please, O Parameshwar, you Sarva Shaktiman, O Maghwan, Aishwaryashali Prabhu, you protect them. with your knowledge, with your Ved Jnana, with your presence. They don't drift away from the path of Shreya, from the path of truth. They always walk on the path of truthfulness. So, protection of life, sustenance, preservation, and progress. These are the rules we have to follow. So now we will move towards the Maharshi Dayanandaji's interpretation. And these instruments which are given to us, our Sahajanushani, this mind, this intellect, this antahakaran, these indriyas, these senses. So these are our Sahaj companion, our natural inborn companions we are born with. And they are for the realization of the truth consciousness, realization for the self, the realization of Atma and Paramatma. So if we will not put them into the right direction, then they will take us, they are like, the Indriyas are like horses, and the objects, as Shri Krishna describes in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and all the objects of the senses, they tend to go towards them to eat, to take these Indriya. And if the Rathi, the Atma, does not give Agya or an authority, he does not control the Sarathi, the Man, then what will happen? All the Indriyas will take the Rath into the Khai, into the Gulf. So basically we have to protect ourselves not only by knowledge that is in our intellect, but also by the practice of that knowledge. So what Maharshi Dayanandaji beautifully describing, interpreting the mantra, Vyakhyan, He Indra, Paramashwarya Yukteshwar. How beautifully he is addressing Parameshwar. Param Aishwarya Yukt Ishwar. मानो वधी, हमारा वध मत कर, अर्थात अपने से अलग हमको मत गिराओ। मां परा दाह, हमसे अलग कभी मत हो। मानह प्रिया भोजनानि प्रमोशीहि, हमारे प्रिय भोगों को मत चोर और मत चोरवाओ। आंडा मानह, हमारे गर्भों का विदारण मत करो। हे मघवन, सर्वशक्तिमन शक्र समर्थ, हमारे पुत्रों का विदारण मत कर। मानह पात्रा निर्धेत, हमारे भोजनाद्यर्थ सुवर्णादि पात्रों को हमसे अलग मत कर। सहजानुषाणी, जो हमारे सहज अनुशक्त स्वभाव से अनुकूल मित्र हैं, उनको आप मां भेद नष्ट मत करो। अर्थात कृपा करके पूर्वोक्त सब पदार्थों की यथावत रक्षा करो। ओ इंद्र, O Supreme Lord, endowed with supreme opulence, sovereignty, do not slay us, that is, do not cast us away from yourself, or separate us from your divine presence. Do not part from us, remain ever close. Do not deprive us of our beloved enjoyments, neither steal them yourself, nor or let them be stolen. Do not destroy our unborn offspring. Preserve the sanctity of our wombs. O Maghvan, bestower of wealth, O Shakra, all-powerful one, do not cause harm to our children. Please do not take away from us the vessels of gold and other precious things that we use for food and offerings. And those companions who are naturally attached to us, with affection and harmony. Our innate and righteous companions, please do not ruin or separate them from us. In essence, we beseech you to kindly protect all these aforementioned things just as they are. So this is the beautifully described mantra. So we should always go into the depth of the mantra to have not only the external but also the spiritual essence of each mantra. So now let me stop sharing and let's do the Shanti point. Om Dyahu Shantirantarikshaṁ Shantehi Prithivi Shantirapah Shantiro Swadhyaya Shantehi Vanaspatayah Shantirvishve Devah Shantirbrahma Shantihi Sarvam Shantihi Shantireva Shantihi Sama Shantiredhi. Om Shantihi Shantihi Shantihi.